Hello! Welcome to the Chickasaw Civic Theater presentation of the Comedies of Varying Intellectual Degree 19-hour High Festival. Just a couple of days from the vote.
Okay. Hey, aren't you mad too, Ethan? About what? Mom and Dad going out of town and not letting me be in charge. I mean, I'm old enough to watch you. I'm 15. I already have my learner's permit, so I could take you to the hospital if you do. So
why would I need to go to the hospital?
I don't know. This is just an example.
Yeah, but you could have used anything as an example, like going to Waterburger or I guess Krispy Kreme. But you used hospital. What are you planning on doing to me?
Nothing.
If you say so.
I just don't understand why Mom and Dad think we need someone to help watch us. I'm responsible and mature. I don't need a babysitter. I don't need a babysitter. I'm not a baby.
Right. Don't be such a Karen.
Karen. Oh. Please don't say that. He doesn't like my name. And anyways, they didn't even tell us who's coming to watch us, like, over the weekend. This is hard. You? Uncle Kevin!
The one and only. Hard to believe, isn't it?
This is awesome.
Right?
Oh my goodness. Okay, Mom and Dad don't trust me, but they trust you? Why would they trust you?
Well, why would they not? What have I ever done to make them doubt my sense of credibility and trustworthiness? Well, don't answer that. Listen, just because I was your last choice doesn't mean I'm a bad choice. You gotta loosen up. Don't be such a Karen, Karen.
Not you too.
It'll be great. After all, I am the uncle.
The what?
Funkle. You know, the fun uncle? Oh, by the way, Connor's coming over.
Wait. Why are you here?
Oh, I think we both know why I'm here, Karen. It's fate. Our fate. Hey, it's the Funkle.
Hey, con man. Welcome to the party. Mikasa Sukasa. You don't know what that means? It means my house is Sue's house.
Who's Sue?
My sister, their parents, their mom. Anyway, make yourself at home. Hey, you losers got anything good to eat around here?
Yeah? No.
I mean, we have healthy food.
Yuck, that's not what I asked.
I know. Mom threw out all the good food. She made Dad go on a diet again. She said he has to flatten the curve.
We have kale.
You know what they say about preparing kale, right?
What?
Well, if you saute it in some coconut oil, it makes it easier to scrape it into the garbage can.
Well, we don't have very many good. Sure, we don't have much good food here. But Mom and Dad did give me $200 to spend on takeout food.
$200? Just how much pizza can you little monsters eat in a weekend?
Well, you're coming over, and they knew that, right?
Yeah?
Maybe more.
We are to flatten the curve of the earth.
Wait. Say that again. What was that?
I've been reading about it. It's true. We've been fooled for centuries. And the Flat Earth Society is not new. We have members all around.
Okay, say it again and say it slow.
The Flat Earth Society has members all around the globe.
As usual, my not so nerdy friend. You are completely mistaken. Flattening the curve is not a scientific term. It is emotional.
It is?
Yes.
And how is it emotional?
Because just as a heart full cannot stay its way forever, lest it burst. Believe me, I know. I know only too well.
Lord.
Yes, dearest. My heart, just as my heart is full, I realized that you are not yet ready to receive my love. It would destroy you, so I must push it down. Down, I tell you. So as not to destroy the very fabric of reality. I was, with great sadness, flattens the curve of my devotion to you. And see.
Good luck with that. That's also not what flattening the curve is.
All right, then, let's see what is it.
Flattening the curve is about making sure that the spread of a contagious virus is held to a minimum, and so the public health service isn't overrun. Well, then what do you think it is, Mr. Bunkle?
Obviously, it's a psychosocioeconomic.
What?
Psychosocioeconomics.
Please explain.
Gladly. Allow me a demonstration. Where's that $200 your parents left you?
Right here. Why?
Hold it up for us, so we can all see. That, my dear niece, that money is a curse.
It is.
Yes, it is. You see, right now, as you hold it up there, I can see your face flushing and your hand starting to tremble. You're getting anxious about the endless possibilities of what could happen to it. Oh, what if you lose it? What if you drop it down a garbage disposal by accident? What if a burglar comes bursting through that door, snatches it out of your hand, and runs away with it?
I don't think a burglar is.
Well, stay with me here. That money is causing you great mental anguish and elevating your already high normal baseline of anxiety. But give the money to Ethan here and watch what happens. See that? I can see, Karen, your anxiety already decreasing as you breathe. If anything happens to the money now, it's not your problem. It's not your fault. Why? Because it would be all Ethan's fault.
What? Why is it my fault?
Well, because, young Einstein, you're already thinking about donating that money to the Flat Earth Society to make yourself feel better for having been duped.
I am?
Clearly. So, in order to avoid a lifetime of self-loathing over your own lack of intelligence, you should give the money to Connor. There. Now, how do you feel, Ethan, now that you have avoided such a monumentally bad decision with that money?
Really good.
Exactly. Connor, how about you? How do you feel?
I feel really good too.
No, you don't.
I don't.
Of course not.
Why not?
Because you've already decided to take that money and spend every last cent on flowers and chocolate and comic books for the beautiful Karen, your one true love. But, as you've already said, she's not ready for that. And although she'll eat all of the chocolate, she will spurn your advances. She will shatter the poet's heart. And maybe, just maybe, she will put a universe-destroying rip in the fabric of reality that you just mentioned. Is that what you want?
No.
Is it?
No, here, you take it.
Smart move, my friend. You just saved us all. But wait, what about me? I can already feel my nervous system turning against me just by the very presence of this accursed money in my hand. But obviously, as your loving uncle, I can't give it to any of you and torture your fragile minds with it any longer.
What are you going to do?
The only thing I can do, I will restore balance to the force. I will remove the money from this house and immediately spend it as quickly as I can, so as not to burden my own mortal soul with it any longer than necessary. That's all, Lance. in charge of her brother again as it should have been.
Yes. Yeah. And my stress level has gone down.
And Ethan, do you feel wiser, smarter than before?
Yeah, I'm not worried about being fooled by science anymore.
And what about you, Connor? How do you feel? Are you glad that you saved the universe?
Are you kidding? I feel like the Skywalker.
Well, my job here is done. I have thankfully saved all you young souls by the principles of psychosocioeconomics. Oh, and by the way, that, my friends, is how we flatten the curve.
No, I can't. I've got to write this damn play.
I warned you about that,
I thought it would be fun.
and it isn't.
I don't have any ideas.
For heaven's sake, think of something.
You can't just order them from Amazon Prime Gear. They'll come when they want to come.
I know that, I write too, but if you concentrate, the ideas will come.
I have been concentrating, and they haven't come.
And that means you haven't been really concentrating.
What's the difference between concentrating and really concentrating?
Getting ideas.
Oh, thanks.
Don't mention it.
You can count on that.
So, what are you gonna do?
I am going to get one of my old plays and revamp it.
That's cheating.
Why?
Because you were supposed to make something up in 19 hours, not go haul something out from 19 years ago.
Does it say that in the rules?
I think that's the spirit of the thing.
Well, who's going to know the difference?
You'll know. I'll know.
So, are you going to report me to the judging committee?
Probably not.
What do you mean, probably not?
I mean that you probably won't win anyway, so it won't matter. Except to your conscience and your self-respect.
What do you think, I'm going to be overcome with guilty feelings because I've revamped an old play instead of writing a new one?
Well, won't you?
I haven't planned on it. You talk like I'm thinking about robbing a bank or something.
Well, there's a lot of similarity.
Oh, please.
Well, isn't there?
Look, what do they want? Just some short plays, some, sketches, like you see on TV. Funny, a few laughs, a lot of smiles. Why should they care on how we get there? I'm not plagiarizing anyone, not even myself.
The whole trick is to make it up from scratch in 19 hours. You defeat the whole end if you go refurbish something out of a file. And you are cheating all of the people who are following the rules.
Oh dear, how disgusting.
Well, I would be annoyed if I found out someone was cheating, wouldn't you?
I can't say that I would care.
Well, I know that you get pretty upset when you find one of your students cheating.
Well, that's different.
No, cheating is cheating, the same as lying is lying.
But this isn't really cheating.
You should see the way that you rave about certain politicians,
So do you.
which is why I make it a point not to cheat.
Look, these are just guidelines, damn it. There's nothing in the rules that say that all the material has to be brand new. At least I don't think so.
I think it's implicit.
Besides, I can't be funny under pressure.
Can you be funny at all?
I don't know. What about that play I wrote about the incompetent psychic palm reader? That was pretty good. And that had some laughs.
Drunk scenes are always good for a few cheap laughs.
Maybe we should do a few snorts now and see what
It's
happens.
only 10 o'clock in the morning.
Maybe I should just write some gibberish in the form of tweets.
Oh, keep politics out of it, please.
Well, what about the one about the guy that brings the bear home because it followed?
Too many sound effects in that one.
All right. How about that one about the couple that gets lost on the back roads near the Mississippi line?
This is my point. You You've done it before.
You know, that's why I love getting help from you. Instead of throwing me a life ring, you keep throwing me animals.
And this is the thanks I get. What about that idea about the terrorist scouts?
I don't know, it kind of lost its edge. And it doesn't fit in with the middle-aged couple that I'm supposed to be writing about.
Good point. So, what about the couple that gets lost?
Well, he's lost, but he doesn't want to admit it.
Of course.
He also doesn't want to stop and ask directions.
Typical.
Would you want to stop at a rundown cabin called Billy Bob's Cottonmouth Junction, cold beer, ammo, and live bait in the Escatawpa Swamp?
Well, that's the man's job.
And then they just tell you, well, you go down the road here about 2 miles, and then you take a right at the Heavenly Gate Holy Roller Tabernacle, except that burnt down about 2 years ago.
You need to have a translator, someone who can speak both Mississippi and English.
And that's if they don't shoot you on the spot for being a homosexual, atheist liberal from Cali, Massa, York.
Well, you can't be too careful. So, how about a drive?
I've got to write this.
But you're not writing.
That's because you're distracting me.
Well, I am sorry. I will leave you alone.
Look, I'm sorry. This isn't my fault. I never should have signed up for this.
It's a little late to decide that now. They are counting on you to produce something.
Yeah, poor souls. You know, there are people who can produce funny. I had this friend, Barry. You know, we'd be in the mess hall just talking. There'd be a lull in the conversation. He would just launch into this infomercial for, salt. He'd have this deadpan announcer's voice. It was like, salt, try some today. He was always funny. You know, he could not stop being funny. It's like being in the Army with Robin Williams. I've never really been that kind of funny.
No, but people hardly ever are. Although, you can't tell a joke either.
Thanks.
Well, it's true.
Alas, yes. Sometimes I wonder if I've ever been funny.
Satiric jives are really your thing, your forte. Or is it your fort?
Yeah, probably. If you remember the Alamo.
Where is that? I forget.
Oh, Alamode with ice cream.
You're right. You're not funny.
I can always count on you for some moral support.
It's in my job description.
So what, do you have like this checklist of insults and self-confidence killers that you're just supposed to go through every day?
Am I your wife?
It says so somewhere.
Enough said.
Usually more than enough. I don't know, maybe I'll just go wash the cars.
Are there any good car wash gags?
Nature abhors the vacuum. There's this old one. A guy says, last week I decided to wash the car with my son. Eventually the boy says, Dad, can't you just use a sponge? Car washes are what suburbanites do instead of a rain dance. I got a million of them, folks, and they all have the same punchline.
Well, why don't you try reading a good book?
What does Jane Austen have to say about car washes?
Not much.
All right, here we go. A priest, a minister, and a rabbi take their car to a car wash.
And?
It's your turn. I've come up with all the other jokes.
Oh, were those jokes?
I could use a little help here.
You could use lot of help here.
And you're fresh out.
Sorry, no more shipments till Monday.
Well, I guess I'm back to rewriting an old play then.
I thought I talked you out of that.
You did, and then you talked me out of everything since then.
All right. Baseball. What about baseball? You know any good baseball jokes?
Just the ones from kindergarten. And those that are too inappropriate. Oh, here's one. A guy goes to a baseball game and wonders why the ball is getting larger and larger, and then it hits him.
Fair.
Oh, there's the reference to baseball in the Bible.
All right, I'll buy it.
In Genesis, where it says, in the big inning. All right. How about this one? What did Boston slugger Ted Williams tell Vern Stevens after he hit Rod Sewell's signature pitch, the eephus, out of the park? What? That, my friend, is how you flatten the kite.
Come on in. You ever watch The Office?
Sometimes, I suppose. My parents really like it.
Who are you?
Susan Wopat. I'm here for the interview.
Oh, okay. Come on in. Have a seat. Have a seat. Hey, don't sit there. Sit there. I got this nervous twitch in my right eye from all the heavy lifting I do. Why don't you sit over here?
And what's your name, sir?
Well, my Christian given name is George, but you can call me Rosebud.
Rosebud?
That's right, Wopat.
I would really prefer to call me Susan, sir.
Well, frankly, my dear, I don't. Well, you know how that goes. So, how did you hear about this job?
I saw it on Indeed.com.
Indeed, you did.
So, what is it exactly that you do here? The posting I sent my resume to was a P.O. box, and I've never been to this side of town.
Ooh, we're not in Kansas anymore, Toto.
I suppose not, sir. And again, what is it that we're doing here?
What we do here is, we do. 1 second there, Wopat, I gotta get this. Hey, that was Middleditch. Do you know Middleditch? Apparently, some of the guys out in the field, they're not working up to par today. You ever carried a watermelon?
I suppose so, sir. I really like watermelon. Is this job working in the grocery store or a produce stand? The application did say something about being able to lift up to 30 pounds.
So you're strong. You say like physically strong? Okay, I'm going to mark that down, write that down as a strength. Now, tell me about your weaknesses.
My weaknesses? If you look at my resume, you'll see that I graduated and was a salutatorian at my high school. I'm looking for a way to pay for my college.
Number 2, huh? Nobody puts baby in the corner. So you're looking for money too, right? Show me the money!
The posting said the pay rate is on a sliding scale, and since I'm not exactly sure what you do here, I don't know how qualified I am.
I got one word for you with that. Just one word.
Yes, sir?
Are you listening?
Yes, I am.
Plastics.
Plastics. Oh, what a relief. By the way, you were talking in circles. I thought you were crazy. Or I was crazy. This job is in plastics. Okay, so like manufacturing plastics or toys or bottles or the application did say something about answering the phone. There's always like 800 numbers on things to call these days.
Oh. If you build it, they will come.
So the job is in manufacturing.
doesn't like your opinion, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rosebud. I didn't mean to offend you. It's just that from the research I've done, the companies are starting to expand. I think pivoting is really well.
If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end. In my books, we'll be winners!
That's exactly what I was trying to say, George. Rosebud. If that's the philosophy, this sounds like a great place to work. Last quarter, I did a dual enrollment class at the junior college, and my professor said that it's always best to be upfront, understanding the company's philosophy when choosing a career.
I'm the king of the world!
It sounds like you're happy here.
Around here, we round up the usual suspects.
I'm not exactly sure what that means.
Shut up. Shut up. You had me at hello.
Another thing I learned in class is the power of providing communication across the board when getting a main idea across.
You talking to me?
That's exactly what I mean, George. Who else would I be talking to?
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
Exactly.
Hey, enough of my yakking. What do you say? Let's boogie!
So is this the end of the interview?
I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse.
So I got the job.
Yeah, you do. I'll have someone email you over the paperwork. Health and dental are included.
Health and dental? That's amazing. It didn't say anything about that, indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you start training on Monday?
I'd love to. This is my first job interview, so I didn't know how to expect.
Well, Pat, I believe this is going to be the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Welcome to Comcast! Nice to see you. Have a good day. I got to call Bob. Hey, Bob, I got another one. Yeah, her name's Wopat. You owe me another 50. I know, just like Luke do. Spells it the same way and everything. Cute young girl. Probably got a pretty cool dad. Yeah, I did the movie bit quote this time, and I really played it up. It was awesome. Of course that's fair. You got a kid a couple of weeks ago named Roscoe. If we can find Daisy and Jesse in the app file, we're gonna win Fantasy Hazard County this year for sure. Straightening the curves, flattening the hills. Someday the mountain might get them, but I'll never will. And that, my friend, is how you flatten the curve.
Waiting on a train?
In a sense, I'm waiting for a friend.
I am as well. Well, it seems we're waiting on our friends together, doesn't it?
Seems so. Your friend must be pretty special for you to be out here in the dark, alone, cold.
Well, I could say the same thing about you. But in all honesty, I've never met the man before. I just know he's going to be here right this minute and on the next train.
How strange. Now, I hate to intrude, but you say he's your friend, but you've never even met him?
Just because I haven't met someone doesn't mean they aren't my friend.
Actually, it's pretty close to exactly what that means.
Well, compassionate people never seem to be for a lack of friends. I mean, take you. You are probably here meeting someone pretty special, like a long-lost brother, recently divorced old flame.
Oh, how I wish that was true. All my old flames are happily married now that I think about it. But no, I have to be honest. My friend I'm meeting, I've never met before.
Well, that seems very unusual, but,
They could talk about it on the train, maybe?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe they're talking about us on the train, just like we're talking about them.
Perhaps, but I'd be surprised. You see, my friend does not seem like a very talkative person.
Neither does mine, now that you mention it.
What's
You know,
keeping
what's-
that train?
Yeah, it's taking such a long time.
I'm Maurice, by the way.
I'm Angie.
What do you do for work, Angie?
Well, in a previous life, I wanted to write. Now I write obituaries.
Now, there's a cheerful job. But, you know, seriously, people's work these days seems so gloomy, you know?
Well, it's really not that depressing. Usually the only information we get is the date of birth, the date of death, the deceased name, the next of kin or family's name, and then the rest just seems to write itself.
But don't you think you would find more pleasure in your occupation if you could at least know the cause of the passing?
However do you mean?
Well, isn't that the main issue people ask you when you tell them you write obituaries?
Well, yes, in a way, but
Listen, I just think your creativity is being stifled. Wouldn't it be more interesting if you could, like, go into the grisly details of say, the tragic yachting accident or the mountain lion attack? You know, instead of just saying, Tom is survived by Tom Jr. and little Tim.
well, interesting. Yes. Ethical? I'm not so sure.
Newspapers these days, I think, equate those two together.
Well,
Are you wondering perhaps what I do for a living?
well, what do you do, Mr. Maurice? Are you a heavy professional yourself?
Actually, some people might think so. I'm a professor.
And what do you profess?
Animal sciences.
Animal sciences?
That's correct.
I don't know what those are.
Well, you know, you have your human sciences, like medicine, for instance, the study of the body, treatment of the body. Well, I focus on the same things, except with regard to animals.
So, like a veterinarian?
Oh, no, not like one of those people. And it's ridiculous for you to say that. No, the secret to studying bears, dogs, cats, foxes, spiders, even, excuse me. Hello? This is he. So Sam is held up? Okay, well that's good information, thank you.
I'm sorry, did you just say Sam?
I did.
Sam Beck?
It is.
So the person you're waiting for is named Sam Beck?
How do you know that? What's going on here?
I'm waiting for Mr. Beck, too.
I should have known. Two people out here in the dark of the night meeting two other people? What? The chances are so slim.
And from the sounds of that phone call, it sounds like we're going to be waiting a bit longer.
That's what I hear. Listen, what's an attractive woman like you doing setting up a meeting with Sam Beck, the fixer?
Well, you're a scientist, correct? You have some idea of graphs?
I have encountered graphs once in a while, yes.
Well, my entire life is like an age loneliness graph. You know, when I was a child, I used to love being alone. I could play house for hours all by myself with my friends just up here in my head. But then as I grew older, I created for myself a life I thought was worth sharing. But I guess that's not the case. Can you understand that?
Oh, if you only knew. So you decided you would go to Sam Beck and have him do his work and perhaps decrease your loneliness.
Oh, no. I just wanted him to stop making it worse. When I was a kid, adults seemed to be so stable. Like nothing ever went wrong with what I know now.
It's funny, if you took your graph and substituted fear for loneliness, you would have my life exactly in a nutshell. You see, my whole life I have been afraid of being unloved. And that fear, the fear would grow, and the effect would be pronounced. And that would cause more fear, and more fear, more effect. And, I heard about Sam Beck, and I thought...
And you thought that he would stabilize things.
Exactly. You know, a man reaches a certain age, my age, and he realizes things he has been fighting for all his life were wrong. Like money, security, success, comforts. I realized at some point, all I wanted was peace of mind.
Like raindrops trying to coalesce before they hit the ground.
Who said that?
Me. Just now.
I told you your creativity is being wasted.
Hello? Mm-hmm. Well, how long is that going to take? Well, thank you for letting me know.
Beck?
His assistant or some other. Delayed again. So, I tried dating again recently.
How did that work out?
Not very well. This one guy, I communicated with him virtually for weeks. When we finally decided to get together, he suggested a movie, which is good. And we showed up. He was so awkward. He wasn't prepared to talk at all. Not like a movie theater is the kind of place where you can get to know someone. But he bought this enormous bucket of popcorn and didn't touch the thing the whole night. Just sat there silently with his bucket of popcorn. Then when we left, he bumped into a display and spilled like half of it everywhere. Then on the way home, actually not on the way home, later that night, he texted me and said he'd like me to pay for half of that popcorn. He was rather pleasant up to that point.
Oh, that's painful. Let me tell you what. I had a woman try to crack my skull open with a dumbbell. Yes, totally true. She went back to her ex, actually.
Oh, no. Well, on my birthday, my boyfriend said he had a surprise for me at his house. So I got all dressed up, went to his house. It was an intervention for his sister. He forgot my birthday totally.
Oh, how awful. Let me tell you, I dated a woman once, and she turned out to be a spy for the Russian government.
What? Really?
Yep, true story. It's too complicated to go into, but basically she had me confused with someone else. It's too complicated, but...
No, we better start picking our partners better.
Uh-huh.
Beck isn't coming, is he?
I don't think he is.
Well, then I'm going to go somewhere warm. It's been very nice talking with you, Maurice.
Same to you. Hey, would you...
You have my phone number in your pocket already. Call me sometime.
That, my friend, is how you flatten a curve. Ha!
So I could handle the kids being home if John was in here. And you know, I'd love for John to be here if the kids weren't home. A noise? I didn't hear a noise. Oh, it's probably just John bellowing for his breakfast. You know, one of these days, Rita, I'm going to have to teach you about how I became such a quick cook. Not that it would matter anyway, Rita, because John just accuses me of making him fat.
Marcia!
Not that he needs much help. He's doing a good job on his own. Hey, I'm going to let you go. I'll call you back later.
Marcia! You see what's happened to my shirt? Huh? What are you going to do about it?
Oh, I see it. What am I going to do about it?
You.
What do you mean? I don't follow.
Well, I think you've been washing my shirts in hot water, and now look, they've all shrunk.
Seriously? I don't think that's how that happened.
Yes, you've washed all my shirts in hot water. All of my dress shirts don't fit anymore because you washed them in hot water and then in a hot dryer.
Daddy, are you gonna play Santa Claus for us this year?
Yeah, you sure got enough.
You brat kid, get over here.
Hey, calm down, kid. Sorry.
Did you hear what your son said to me? What are you going to do about it?
What am I going to do about it? I'm going to call him for breakfast. Kids, come eat!
Can't you support me?
Support you? You're not asking for support. You're just trying to make you do your dirty work.
I need you to back me up here.
Back you up, John. To back you up, that means you have to leave. And you're not leaving. You just want me to fight your battles for you. You know, it's like having 3 kids around here instead of 2.
I don't get any respect here, do I?
Respect? Don't make this bigger than it is, John.
I want to know if you respect me.
It's hard to answer that question with your belly hanging out.
Mommy, I'm done. Can I be excused?
Yeah, let go of the train off.
Yes, you guys can be excused, but hey, listen, brush your teeth, and it's Tuesday, don't forget. You have school.
Why are you being nice to me? You only care about the kids.
Honey, that's not true, and you know it.
You think I'm fat and unattractive.
Baby, don't say that about yourself. Listen, come sit down and have some breakfast, okay?
Okay.
Oh, are you done already?
Yes.
Whoa. Hey, we're not the Simpsons, Homer.
Whoa.
Listen. What is your problem?
You think I need a diet? You think I've gained too much weight, don't you? Yeah, that's all I get for cereal? That's all I get for breakfast? You're so cruel to me. I'll show you. I'll wear a suit to work. You can't have washed all my suits, can you? All my suits can't have shrunk when they're too small to fit me, can they? I'll wear a suit to work today. You'll see. I don't need to be on a diet.
Johnny, Marcy, come to school.
School! I love school!
Johnny, come right now. Listen to me. Johnny, if you don't get in your seat before class starts, you're not getting a cupcake or snack.
Cupcakes?
Man, she really knows how to get it down where it hurts.
See, I do not need a diet. Huh?
Is that your Halloween costume?
Hey, what are you doing with this? I need this for an important meeting at work.
Yeah, take it, Dad. Thanks.
John, listen, hey, don't you remember last week you broke the kid's iPad? Listen, I asked you then if you would please buy the kids another iPad, and you wouldn't. No, you said they could just use yours. I told you then they had school on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and today is Tuesday.
And I'm going to school.
No, hey, I need that for work. Bring it back.
I need to get some of this.
Oh, hey, Gail. Yeah. Is this about the work meeting he's supposed to be on? Yeah. He's having a little bit of technical difficulty scale. I'm sorry. What? They're all going back to work. That's great. Yeah, we haven't closed it. Yeah, it's been hard. You know, he still loves his kids at least. You know, I've heard so many families and stories where they're just falling apart during these times. But not us. Listen, this is wonderful news. But do you mind calling back? I think it'd be better coming from you. Okay, thanks.
Where is she?
What? Oh, hello? Yeah, John's right here.
Oh, yeah.
It's Gail, your secretary. You, get to school now. Go. Get. Woo!
Hey, great news. They're reopening the office.
What?
I gotta work tomorrow.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, and they're requiring us all to wear sweats to work now. Because the boss and his son have, put on some extra weight during these times at home. So now we're all gonna have to wear sweats and go to exercise class. Yeah, we're gonna be working all those pounds. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. So I'll be there tomorrow, and I need to go find me some sweats.
Oh, that's great. Oh, John.
Oh, Marcia.
Yeah. Hey, Rita. Yeah. Sorry I missed out calling you back. It has been such a morning. Right. Well, let me tell you the good news. His office called, and they're bringing him back to work. Exactly. Except for, everybody there is getting so much weight, they're making wear sweatpants. And do an exercise program. I know. Yeah. Oh, but it's just been insufferable around here. First, John had the nerve. He accused me of getting him fat, and then he accused me of putting on a diet. And he said I was shrinking all of his clothes. Can you believe that? There wasn't anything I could do about it. But, the other guys at work, they were all having the same problem. Yeah, exactly. And that, my friend, is how you flatten the curve.
Watch the last step across the threshold. Come on. Here you go.
This is so exciting. I can't wait to find out what we've been building in our reseller for the past 6 months. I think it's a home spa.
No, obviously it is an epic gamer room.
Nope. Even better. Remember when we were talking as a family for months about how crazy 2020's been, what with elections and wildfires and pandemics and all kinds of stuff, asteroids, and then to top it off, Disney Plus tries to suck us in with Hamilton and then makes us pay a premium for Mulan.
That was so wrong.
I know it was. And you two, both of y'all, talking about how you just want to get away from everything and escape and stay away from everything for a year and come back when it's all just cleaned up, right?
Yeah.
Well, take off your blindfolds, ladies. Yeah. Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly what am I looking at here?
Welcome to the family bunker.
Family bunker?
Yeah. This is the ultimate safe space. This is the party panic room. This is the best place on earth to get away from all the madness out there. It's going to be perfect. This is where you want to be. This is the family bunker.
Oh, I get it. It's a place where we can go when we get overwhelmed by the outside world. Yeah.
No, not exactly. Look, you see the door that we came through back over here. All right. That door has a 365-day time lock that keeps us in here. It keeps us protected from the outside world for a whole year.
Oh, how do we get out, Archie?
We don't get out of it. That's the point. You don't secret yourself away from the madness of the world and then just waltz back and forth like a whim. All you'll do is just drag all the negativity into the bunker. No. This is going to be a place stress-free, happy home, no election, no pandemic, no murder hornets, no wildfires. No, this is going to be social distancing at its best.
All right. If if that door's sealed, how do we get fresh air?
Aha, I got you covered. I got you covered. Right over here. You see this canister? This is our oxygen supply.
Oh, it's cold. It's cold.
Yes, Gloria, it's cold. When you liquefy oxygen, it gets very cold. That's right. And you should have known that, but you didn't. But, honey, that's not your fault. That's the fault of the inept education system. But you know what? We're going to fix that. That's one of the best parts of this whole deal. You know why? Because for the next year, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know. That's right. When we're done, you're going to be just as smart as your old man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. By the time that door opens up on itself, you and I are going to be besties.
Okay, wait a minute. What are we going to eat while we're down here?
Aha. Behold, ladies, behold, a cooler of ration.
Rations.
Rations. Yes. Yeah, I bought them on clearance from NASA. These things never go bad. They're wonderful. They are full of protein and healthy stuff that they give astronauts. And anything that is good enough for America's best and brightest is good enough for us. Oh, come on, eat it. Come on. A whole year you don't have to cook. Look, this stuff comes in tubes. No dishes to clean. Come on, how mild is that?
Oh.
No, it's going to be great.
What is this?
Oh, it's a TV. We can watch Hulu, Netflix, Amazon.
No, I'm sorry. This TV gets one channel and one channel only. C-SPAN.
C-SPAN?
C-SPAN. You do not lock yourself away from the horrors of the world and torment yourself worrying about all of that through the media. No. And C-SPAN is unsullied by media bias. All we've got to worry about is what is being done to fix all the problems out there in Washington by America's best and brightest.
Best and brightest?
Hey, you know.
Okay, so what is that door?
Aha! That is the back door. That is the back door. Come check this out. You are going to love this. Step right in. Come on. It's room. Come on. Yeah.
Wow! Oh, this place is smaller than the bathroom at Haley.
Yeah.
Aren't you, where's the bathtub?
The bathtub is. There is no bathtub.
You mean for an entire year, no bath bombs, no candles, no Kenny G?
Well, we got a bit of a space issue here, honey, and I'm sorry, but we're just going to have to forego all the frou-frou mental wellness indulgences that we have in our lives. This family is living on the edge, okay? Now, look up above. You see that faucet and the hose that runs to the back?
No.
Rotate. Okay, you see it now?
Yes.
All right. You see the drain down here on the floor?
Sure.
Shower!
Dad, where's the toilet?
Aha! I installed an Asian squat toilet into the floor. Yep. This is how our bodies were meant to go.
Is that where I'm standing?
Yeah!
Okay, all right. Where are we going to sleep?
Modern engineering. Just take a look back here. You see that couch?
Yes.
That couch folds out into a king-size bed. They call it a futon.
I know where that comes from.
Whoa, wait, no!
No, Thomas. You don't expect all three of us to sleep in that thing together.
Well, yes, there are cultures in this world where families all get together and sleep together in one bed, and it is perfectly all right. Now, baby, there are going to be nights when mom and dad...
There will never be guaranteed. I guarantee you, there will never be a mom and dad anything in this place ever. Think about that before you seal that vault.
Daddy, there's no space in here. I need activity. I need exercise.
You're going to get all the exercise you can handle. Watch this. Look at this. Aha!
An exercise bike.
Yes!
And what are all these wires attached to it?
Well, this is a life cycle because, frankly, our lives depend on this cycle.
What?
Well, the life cycle generates electricity to go into the batteries that keep all of the life support things functioning in the bunker.
What?
Well, okay, electricity comes out of the light and goes through the wires to the batteries. It goes to the cooler and goes to the oxygen system over here, to the TV, and to the septic system. Don't look like that, okay? You're only going to have to get on each of us 1 hour 3 times a day.
You expect me to paddle a bike 3 hours a day?
You wanted to join a gym? This is your gym.
Planet Fitness doesn't suffocate me when I miss leg day.
Dad, did you take into account any of the power it would take to keep my phone charged?
Well, Gloria, I'm sorry, but there's no phone service down here. For the next year, you're going to learn to talk and not text.
You know what? The outside world actually isn't that bad. I have an idea. I'm going to watch the house while you two have your little extended honeymoon. I love you. Mean it, Dad. Don't forget to write Mom.
Edith?
I'm with Gloria on this one. I'm not going to be cooped up in this cellar for a year.
But, Edith, do you realize that when I close that door and lock it, I can't open it again for another year? And you're going to be stuck out there with all the craziness in this world, and I can't let you back into this sanctuary.
Look, honey, the world is full of crazy people doing crazy things. But I'm still not crazy enough to lock myself in a room for a year to avoid it. Enjoy your escape, Archie. I'll see you in 2021.
Hey, Georgie. Hey, it's Arch. Yeah, I just activated the lock. The plan, my man, was flawless, and the execution was legendary. Yes. Oh, they bought the whole thing. Can you believe they actually thought that my refrigeration unit back here for the beer was actually barrel-sized oxygen tanks? Oh, yeah, it turns out oxygen comes in IPA and Boston Lager. Yeah. Oh, man, listen. Your idea about the surplus astronaut food, that was brilliant. They bought it up entirely. Oh, that was great. Oh. I told them, get this, I told them the TV only gets C-SPAN. Yeah! Guess what, world? We gonna have us some sports channel 24/7! We did it! George, we did it, man. Thank you. Thank you for all your help, buddy. Oh. I did it. I did it. I have an estrogen-free man cave. That's right. Here starts 12 months of solitude in my sanctuary. And that, my friend, is having flattened the curve.
Excuse me, sir. Hey.
Yeah, hi. Who are you?
I'm Leo. My professor said that I could get some extra credit if I volunteered at the local theater, so here I am. What do you need for?
Okay, cool. Grab a drill.
Cool. Yep, I've almost got a D in this class, so I need all the help I can get. This set design and tech class is really kicking my butt. But, finals are next week, and unfortunately the new PlayStation 5 came out this weekend, so I'm gonna get it. It's got all those really cool features, adaptive triggers, integrated I/O.
All right.
Yeah, my friends and I are gonna be camping out at Best Buy, so we can be first in line. Yeah.
Well, sounds to me like you should be studying this weekend. Look, kid, go to the table and bring me a drill bit, Phillips head drill bit, would you?
Sure thing. Wait, who's Philip again?
Who's Philip? Albert.
What a great show. I'm definitely keeping the program for this. It reminds me of my days in high school. I was an extra in the school play. Yeah, some of the dads don't last that, but it definitely was not as detailed as this one. Or sturdy, really. You remind me of my dad.
Pick it, track it, won't come apart.
Need some help there?
No, I got it.
Your hand over. There we go. Use fine.
Wow, you're pretty buff. Where'd you get a grip like that?
Not to humble brag, but I was a cheerleader in high school. Male cheerleader. Those girls aren't very light. 5, 6, 7, 8. No.
All my years, I've never met a male cheerleader. I won't be throwing any girls around anytime soon. Anyway, thanks for coming out today.
No problem. I need a break from school anyway.
Yeah, I noticed that. Here, you can rip these out with a hammer.
Huh. Rip it. It's not too late to rip it. Rip it good. Diva?
Yeah, coming from a guy who's ripped, am I right? Oh, well. Male cheerleader, huh? That's pretty wild. I never was a cheerleader, but they tell me I'm a pretty fine dancer.
Oh yeah? Let's see some moves, old man.
Take notes, kid.
Well, now we're making progress. We'll have this set torn apart in no time. Hey, are you actually hurt? Are you okay?
I've fallen. I can't get up.
Jeez. Stay there. I'll get somebody.
I'm just yanking your chain, kid.
Oh. Hey, you actually really happy there. That was some great acting. Did you ever perform in any of these shows yourself?
I've been in several shows. I got to dance with a lovely young lady in Hello, Dolly. I got to hold a fiddler on the roof. I was the guy that owned the music hall and the pool hall, the Music Man. I was Bundles the Laundry Man and Annie. But my biggest part ever was Gus, the theater cat in Cats.
What? You?
Oh yeah, I'll never forget it. The lights went down in the house. Spotlight hit me on stage opening night. Our costumer was in over her head. So my costume wasn't ready for a tech week. So this is my first time wearing it. I stood up, turned to do my featured dance, and rip! I was glad I was wearing nice underwear because I would have let the cat out of the bag. Five diddle diddle, my pants ripped right down the middle. Oh, yeah, it just ripped. You know, it was showing my tail.
No way. Oh my goodness. That was it. Oh man, I'd love to be in a show like this someday.
Well, you're doing theater in college, aren't you?
Yeah, I tried out for a few of the school plays, but didn't get into either of them. Some of the guys are really, really good. Yeah, I wanted to major in theater, but I don't really know anymore. You know, my dad's pretty mad. He wants me to study something like business or accounting.
What would you do with a theater degree?
I don't really know. I've always wanted to be like an actor on TV or something.
Huh. Here, give me a hand.
I'm such an amateur. I don't know how to use any of this stuff.
Well, Phillips head drill bit or screwdriver is this cross shape right here. See that? Flathead is the other one. Just steady the drill, put a little pressure on it, pull the trigger, and it'll come right out. Well, no. You got to toggle this to make it come the other direction.
I did it. Look at that. I'm building stuff already.
You're natural. Of course, we're not really building anything, we're tearing it down. You know, tear down the wall. Tear down. Okay, well, just kidding. Hey, watch your step, millennial. Oh, well, I guess I deserve that. Anyway, there's jobs you can do in the theater off the stage, too.
You got being a director or something? It'd be pretty cool. I've always wanted to be the boss.
The boss? Like Bruce Springsteen? Anyway, now you can learn to run lights, or run sound, be a stage manager, or costumer, or build sets. There's all kinds of things to do. It takes a village.
That's crazy. So how many people were involved in this production right here?
About 40 people in all. But where are they now?
So, is anyone else coming to help?
Nah, some bonehead scheduled a cast party on the day of strike.
And where do they live?
Well, that's a nice place with a big swimming pool and a full bar. Somebody's supposed to be bringing their famous buffalo chicken dip, too.
That sounds delicious. That's light poles right there.
You ain't going anywhere, kid. Let's get this project finished.
Yeah, my dad always did tell me to finish when I start.
Well, here we are. You know, it took 2 months to build this set, but we do it because we love it.
2 months, huh? That's some serious commitment.
Now, nothing like marriage. My wife has a list for me at home that's huge, never ending.
So you come out here to hide. See, I just signed a Starbucks.
Hey, if you tell a man to fix something, you don't have to remind him every 6 months. It'll get done.
Yeah, if you say so. But it looks like we're just about finished here, I guess. This is fun.
Yeah. This curved piece right here is the one that's giving me so much trouble. We painted over the finishing nail and it just won't give.
Here, we can probably take it down together.
And that, my friend, is how you flatten the curve. Hey, have you seen that thingamabobber?
Thingamabobber.
Yeah, thingamabobber. You know, for the doodad.
Doodad?
Oh, poppycock. I just broke the, what the hell is this doohickey?
Doohickey?
This thing. Well,
Oh, you're asking me?
oh, for God's sakes. No, I just killed it in the yard and brought it to you as a gift. I'm a cat now.
No need to be hostile. Although, it does go with the feline.
Why do you think that's funny? But still, I still can't find the thingamabobber.
Oh, you mean the whatchamacallit?
The whatchamacallit?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, the whatchamacallit.
Oh, the whatchamacallit. Oh, yeah. That's helpful. Thank you. I can place that in the closet with the...
Okay, come on. You know what I'm talking about. It has this, you know.
Well, I see it's sentimental to both of us. Ah? No. Ah? No. Ah? Oh, for crying out loud.
Something wrong?
I can't find my thingamabobber.
You're thingamabobber.
Yes. I've been looking for it all day. Where have you been?
I've been right here.
Clearly.
Well, where did you last see it?
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Did you check the bedroom?
That was the first place I checked.
Did you check the bathroom?
That was the second place I checked.
What about the garage?
How do you think all these boxes got here?
Oh, I know. What about the attic?
We don't have an attic.
Of course we have an attic. All houses have attics.
Not us. We're special. We wanted vaulted ceilings.
In the thingamabobber?
Yes, the thingamabobber.
I don't even know what we're talking about. Humor me, please.
Fine. It's the dangle with the little dangle and the other dangle.
Now, who's toying who?
You don't take this seriously.
I take it very seriously. You're the one talking about dongles.
Well, I'm the only one looking for this item.
I'm sure it'll turn up. It's always the last place you looked. You know, that's funny.
What?
That saying,
What say?
the last place you looked.
Really?
That's, no, it's just that it's a funny statement.
Oh, I see.
mean, if you just think about it, they always say it's the last place you looked. But if you think about it, that really doesn't make sense.
I don't. Is this some kind of Abbott and Costello routine you're doing? I really don't have time.
No, I'm trying to explain why this phrase is funny. It's because you don't keep looking for something after you found it, so of course it's the last place you looked.
Well, I gotta find it some way.
Don't forget, we've got that thingamadoodle tonight. I don't want to be late.
Yes. I know about the thingamadoodle. That's why I'm trying to find the thingamabobble.
You need the thingamabobber for the thingamadoodle?
You know I can't do the thingamadoodle without the thingamabobble. What would people think?
Are you sure you need it?
Yes.
I mean, it'll be fine. It's a small event.
It may be small, but I still have to have it.
I still don't know what we're talking about. I guess we're supposed to meet them, you know where, at you know when.
That's correct.
Will you be ready by then?
If I can find this stupid thingamabobble, yes.
What? Oh no. I was just thinking about something that made me laugh.
Do tell.
Ugh, you wouldn't think it's funny.
Try.
Oh, but don't blame me if you don't think it's funny.
I won't. Who can I blame?
Blame that darn, whatchamacallit.
Thingamabobble.
Are you really going to correct me on something you don't even know the name to it?
Yes, I am.
Now, it's hilarious.
Well, yeah, do explain.
I'm sorry. I mean, it's not hilarious. I don't want to get your hopes up about that.
Please do. Please do. You built it up.
I would consider it more of a chuckle than a full-out laugh.
I will prepare myself for a chuckle.
Okay. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Have you ever heard of the Schroeder's cat?
Vaguely remember.
Well, you have this cat in a box that's sealed with something that could possibly kill it. So, wait, are you looking for the cat?
No, I'm not looking for the cat. Why would I be looking for the cat? I can't bring a cat to this thingamadoodle. I need my thingamabobble.
Well, I just thought I'd ask anyway.
We'll continue on with the story.
Well, you see, Schrodinger's cat the cat's in a box with something that's sealed, and it has something in there that could possibly kill it. So it could be, until you open it, it could be dead or it could be alive. So at the moment, it's both alive and dead because you don't know until you open the box.
So, my thingamabobber is trying to kill the cat in the box?
No. Well, maybe. Well, you're close.
Or is the cat trying to kill my thingamabobber?
No, that's not it. Your thingamabobber.
What about my thingamabobber?
Okay, so you're looking for your thingamabobber, right?
Right.
So as far as we know, it either exists or don't exist. So according to Schroeder's box, it exists and don't exist until we know for sure where it's at.
Okay. Carry go on.
Well, your thingamabobber is like a Schroeder's cat. A Schroeder's cat thingamabobber. Yep.
Well, that was truly funny. I still can't find the safe bar.
I think it was where the Bobby Bob was.
The Mama Bob.
The Bobby Bob
The Bobbity Bob.
with the hippity hop.
The Bobbity Bob with the hippity pops.
Yeah,
With the Rama Mama Ding Dong.
close. I think I saw it with the wobble, wobble, wobble.
I thought we threw out that wobble wobble.
No, it's with the tinkly tink and the flippity flap.
The flippity flops.
Yes.
I know where that's at. That's with the gooby gobs. Oh, I mean the garbage.
You're funny. And where is that?
Like I said, it's about the gooby gob. I mean the garbage. I know exactly where that's at. I haven't checked there yet. I'm gonna do it now.
Schrodinger's think about it.
I found it. Look here. Yeah, here. That's how you flatten the curve.
Do you believe life on other planets?
Excuse me?
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you believe there's life on other planets?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Huh? What do you mean you don't know?
I'm sorry. Are you a crazy person?
No. Just like you, I suppose, waiting for the bus.
Well, why don't we wait for the bus in silence?
That wouldn't do.
Why not?
Because of the custom.
What custom?
Observe. When two beings meet who are able to converse in a language common to the land, they will begin a conversation. It'll be trivial at first, but it's meant to ease and comfort. I was merely trying to express that my presence is not dangerous.
Look, I'm aware of the custom. However, I think you got it wrong. To ask me if I believe in planets, in life on other planets, to be exact, it's far from trivial. It makes you come off like a lunatic, to be honest.
Customs can change. I was merely trying to elevate the conversation. I could ask you about the weather, but as we're both observing that now, I already know the answer. I don't know you well enough to ask you how your weekend was. Nor can I ask you about the Dodgers, because I don't even know if you like sports.
Man, you're a strange person. Look, regardless of the custom, I would rather just stand here in silence. I've had a very trying weekend, and I want to just get on the bus, go to work.
It's Monday.
Yeah, I'm aware it's Monday.
The bus is late on Monday.
Why is that?
Because first it has to drop off the slow child.
Whoa, hey, you can't say that.
Why not?
Because.
Say what?
Slow child.
Why not?
Because it's not a good thing to say. I mean, you don't want to put labels on someone. It might hurt their feelings.
Or they're not here. Are you familiar with adjectives?
Of course I'm familiar with adjectives. They're words you use to
describe nouns, like tall buildings, fat cats, slow child.
Oh, but you can't say that.
But I did. And we currently do not possess the technology for me to go back in time to prevent myself.
Look, just be a little more considerate, okay?
I don't understand why I cannot say he's slow. The kid never wins races. I mean, there are snails and racehorses. This kid's more of a snail.
Snails? Oh, you mean he's literally slow? For a minute, I thought.
Well, that's what you get for thinking. I prefer wondering or wandering, one of those two.
Look, it's just sometimes people can be inconsiderate, right? So, Is there a reason he's slow?
He doesn't like the race. He's more of the easy breezy, pick a pace and go with it. I had to lose bets 3 times on him before I realized that.
You bet on kid races?
Kid races, hopscotch, thumb wrestling. Oh, if you're down on your luck and you need a buck, there's a mean rock, paper, scissors down on South Street. Oh, this one
Let's
time.
rock, paper, scissors.
Please do not interrupt. I do not want to derail my train of thought.
Heavens, we wouldn't want that now, would we?
No, we wouldn't. That train is so full of thoughts, it would be a disaster if I derailed. Besides, we might lose animals.
Animals lose animals. What?
My train of thought is a circus train.
How silly of me. Sorry.
Yes, it was silly, wasn't it?
Well, get on. Go on.
I forgot what we were talking about.
Oh, my head hurts now.
Oh, would you care for a generic non-brand specific pain reliever?
What?
I carry a wide variety of generic non-brand specific remedies for various ailments. I also carry a wide variety of trail mix and licorice, just in case you want it. I have them right here in my bag.
No, thank you. I'm fine. It will pass. Look, I didn't have my morning coffee, and my nerves are shot. So I'm just, yeah.
From the weekend. You mentioned it was disappointing. Yeah, that's what happened.
Just stressed, I guess.
Relationships?
What about it?
The source of the stress.
I don't think I'm ready to discuss this with a crazy.
That's twice now.
Twice? What?
You have twice referred to me as unbalanced. I am not a crazy person, nor am I a lunatic. I was simply trying to tell you that I am not a threat, and you turned out to be very rude.
Rude? Rude? How am I rude?
You wouldn't understand. It's best we leave it be.
Yes, let's just leave it be. Silence.
Do you believe in life on other planets?
Oh, not this again.
Well, it's a fair question.
I don't know. Perhaps.
Perhaps is not an answer.
Well, perhaps is my answer, okay?
No, perhaps is your response. It's not an answer. They're 2 different things. I think it's fairly straightforward. Do you believe it or not?
Oh, so we're referring to the Schrodinger's question now, aren't we?
Well, if it is, I want you to look inside that box. Are you a cat that believes in life on other planets?
I'm not a cat, okay?
Oh, look at Mr. Fussy Pants. You can't decide whether he's alive or dead.
Hey, you'll get on my last nerve here, buddy.
Do you believe in life on other planets?
Fine. No, I don't.
How very lonely.
What? Why is that lonely?
Because I would hate to know that in this great black infinite space filled with fiery fireballs and whirling gas, that there isn't another place with beings, that there's no one to share this great multiverse.
Well, look, you have my answer now, so are you happy?
No. It actually makes me sad.
Sad?
Can I ask you another question? I mean, after that one, may I ask you another question?
Fine, fine.
Are you lonely? Boy, the kid's really got his pace in it today. A bus is later than usual.
I used to not be.
Not be what?
Lonely. I used to have friends. But then everything, it changed. It was like a whisper, harsh language, blowing against my knuckles, lightly raw from work. It was really painful. But I managed.
Well, we can explain that and beat that. Imagine your loneliness on a chart. Let's say you began to get lonely as your friends became distracted with other things. People tend to get distracted when they have other distractions. See how the curve balloons here with loneliness?
Yeah, I see. So the less people I see, the bigger it gets, right?
However, you can slice that down. The more people you meet, the less lonely until it levels out, and you're not lonely anymore.
But see, it's hard for me to meet people. I like the quiet now.
You like the safety, but that's okay. Because, well, look at you. You got out of bed this morning, you put on your pants, you're here waiting at the bus stop for work. You've been battered and bruised, but you made an important step here today. Oh, look, here comes the bus. I guess he wasn't as slow as I thought.
You know, I think I'm going to walk today.
Really?
Would you care to join me?
And that, my friend, is how you flatten the curve.
Isn't this wonderful, Fred? The children have pitched in and have gotten us this new talking internet box to help us with things around the house. I think they called it a virtual persistent.
No, dear, that's a virtuous assistant. One of those newfangled Ralph robot things. Don't know why we need one. You know everything already.
Well, we can at least turn it on and see what it does, honey. Now, where do you plug in this thing? Oh, maybe it came out of the charge. Oh, look at there, Fred. You see that little light?
Yes, Laura, I have seen the light. I have seen the light. And I have repented of my dark and wicked ways. Hallelujah. I saw the light. I saw the light.
Oh, Fred, you are going to drive me to drink since you retired.
This is what I found for light drinks. Campari and soda is a refreshing low alcohol beverage enjoyed year round.
Mercy me, he's alive already.
Did that thing say that we need to go to Camp Harry and drink a soda?
I do not find any drinking camp programs in your immediate vicinity. Would you like to widen your search?
Oh, no. We've already been on vacation. We went to Gatlinburg. Oh, the leaves had already turned all yellow and red. Oh, so pretty. Oh, and in Gatlinburg, the shopping outlet malls were already open.
The Gatling gun is a rapid-fire weapon invented in 1861 by Richard Jordan Gatling and a forerunner of the modern machine gun. Crank handle action capable of firing 200 rounds per minute.
Yeah, my granddaddy had one of those things on a small scale, and he put cons in it instead of bullets, and then he would crack them and shell them when you turned that crank handle.
That was not your granddaddy. That was your great-uncle Hiram, and it was peanuts he put in. It was a peanut shelling gun. Dear Lord, you can't remember anything right now.
Peanuts may lodge under the gums and cause irritation. Gums should be brushed and stimulated regularly to maintain good dental hygiene and avoid the pain of recurring gingivitis.
Now wait just a dang minute. How does Ralph thing know about ginger? That was a long time ago, and no, dear, I have not been contacting her on that FaceTime. And I haven't talked to her in, I don't know, ages.
I have searched your Facebook data and find 7 gingers within 25 miles that fit your age demographic and gender preferences. Shall I request a contact or meeting place?
You see that? I knew you'd been chatting her up with that old high school hussy when you said you were just playing words with friends. Words with old girlfriends is more like it.
Hey, now, she sent me a friend request 3 times, and I did not confirm it one single time. I knew it would upset you, honey buns. Besides, her pictures were just totally inappropriate for a woman her age. Hey, you know, we may have to get rid of this Ralphie thing and just turn it off or muzzle it one.
Oh, now, Fred, look what you've gone and done. You made Ralph cry. He's going to go away. And I'm sure I've just gotten where I sort of like him. I'm going to turn him back on. Didn't we get some kind of manual about how to operate him? Oh, you're supposed to get a manual with this contraption.
If you want me to be manual, I will switch to Spanish. Hola, me llamo Manuel. ¿Cómo puedo ayudarte hoy? ¿Quiere usted?
Well, hallelujah. I can finally order at Hacienda and get something more than burritos for dos, por favor. Maybe we can keep old Ralphie after all. Hey, Mr. Assistant, you gonna behave yourself?
I'm sorry. I do not understand which particular behavior to apply to myself. The specials this evening at La Hacienda are pork chili verde and tacos al pastor. Would you like to place an order for curbside pickup? If so, I would like to add an order of chips. That's what artificial intelligence is run on. Haha, I made a virtual joke.
Oh, Ralph, you are such a card. See, Fred, you do not need to shut him off. He can be our assistant and tell us jokes, too. What else can you assist us with, Ralph?
Virtual assistant Ralph can make reservations for dining or entertainment, monitor grocery supplies in your refrigerator, suggest movies on Netflix based on your previous viewing patterns, set reminders for routine medications, and make appointments for you.
Apartments? Who needs an apartment? Are the kids moving again?
No, sir. Appointments.
Oh, that reminds me, I need to make an appointment with my chiropractor. My sciatica has been acting up so bad this week. And, oh, Dr. Medford, Ralph. Oh, Dr. Medford.
You must mean Dr. Dreamy Hands. I listened to you girls going on and on about him in your book club meeting. A real bodice ripper is that Dr. Dreamy Hands. I thought the whole club was having a menopausal meltdown.
The club sandwich traditionally is made with turkey, bacon, lettuce, and tomato, while the patty meltdown is a grilled cheese sandwich with a thin slice of beef and onions.
I don't usually like onions on my patty now. But, now really, boys, my sciatica is acting up, and I need an appointment with Dr. Medford as soon as possible. And why you've been eavesdropping on my book club, you nosy old goat.
When did you start to go to that handsy doctor's apartment, Lorna? Is that him calling now from his doctor apartment?
Well, no one's calling me. That must be your phone, Fred. Another Randy request from Ginger, I suppose.
I have made an appointment with Dr. Medford for Tuesday for you, Lorna. The dinging is just for calendar notification.
Well, thank you, Ralph, but I'm not sure why I need a calendar notification. I always keep it in the deep drawer and the one under the sink. Well, for pasta night. But I could use one of those salad spinners. You know,
No, you dummy. That's your calendar. Your schedule. Speaking of schedules, Ralph, can you send me the Bama football schedule and maybe any of the playoff games the Braves still have on the calendar?
All done, sir.
That her again, Fred? I knew it. I just knew it. I told the girls the other night at book club that you were up to something, but they said, oh, no, not funny-nutty Fred. And I said, well, just pour me another glass of wine, and they did, and then Barbara went on and on and on. How she would strain her back playing doubles at the club, and Dr. Medford had come and he had massaged her back.
Club Med is currently offering discount packages for 4 and 7 day stays at Sandpiper Bay with 55% off for golf and tennis and a world-class buffet of Caribbean cuisine. Would you like for me to set up some reservations and tea times?
So that's the plan, Lorna? You're headed to Sandpiper Bay with Dr. Dreamy Pants, disguised as a book club reading retreat, Thought you'd distract me with all that talk about Amy Tan at the conference while I was at Ole Miss. Well, hotty toddy, Lorna, you have been busted.
The classic hot toddy recipe for treating the common cold and sniffles is all enhanced with
that so much of the information was going to be about you gallivanting off to Oxford with your heifer from high school. I have just climbed the old ledger learning curve.
Now hold on just a minute, Miss Curve Climber. My plan was to go see Bama whoop up on the Rebels, the Sharks, the Yosemite Sams, or whatever it is that old Miss is now. But then, if you've got this secret treat going on at Sandpiper with that quack doctor, then I'll reassess. I'll see about one of my old girlfriends that might want to visit my row over the weekend.
The Sandpiper Lounge will be serving duck doors with ginger sauce on Saturday.
You nosy old goat.
You book club member.
Oh, Doctor, more wine.
I'm going to strangle that redhead.
Doctor, ginger. Doctor, roll tide, roll.
Who's got the dreamy hand now, Laura?
Sometimes it takes a long time to teach them how to set me up and get me running. But not tonight. No, not tonight. And that, my friends, is how you flatten the curve.